day 2 of event 45, a 1k no limit hold'em event, and cruising up the chip counts is the one and only Phil Hellmuth. We caught up with him on dinner break. Phil, you're doing well once again in the 1k. How are things going for you?
I can't complain. I mean, for me it was very interesting because the first 12 levels, I don't know if I ever crossed the 50,000 mark. Hung in there, would lose some pots, hang in there, just playing really, really good poker, and then all of a sudden, boom, I was down to 25,000, and I picked up 2 queens, and I won the other guy had 5s, and he was all in for about 10. That put me to 35. I won a couple of antes, and I was at 42,000 in the big blind. The small blind raised it, I looked at aces. I re-raised it thinking maybe he'd go for it, and he did. He moved all in with ace-3 offsuit against aces. So that put me up to like 85,000. And yeah, I've been lucky. I picked up some hands. Someone moved in with ace-jack. I called with queens. It came king, queen, deuce, king, queen, 6, a 10 for them to make a straight. Put a 6 on the river to pair the board. I picked up aces against the same guy, and he had ace-king. So I've been a little bit lucky now, and I appreciate that. But I gave myself a chance by just hanging in there to get lucky.
Well, it's not all about luck. You're having an excellent series so far.
I mean, the skill part is keeping yourself in the game, and giving yourself a chance to get lucky, putting yourself in position where things can go well. And if you keep putting yourself in position and do the little things that a lot of people aren't doing these days, if you keep doing that, then if you catch a few cards or you have a few hands hold up, you're in great position. All of a sudden, you're in a position where you might win it.
Well, you finished runner-up twice towards another bracelet, which is amazing, but also must be very frustrating.
After the first one, I slept 3 hours of broken, horrible sleep. The next day, 3 hours. Just felt horrible to finish second in the deuce. My next second place finish, I was completely out of gas at the end, but it didn't matter. For some reason, I slept a little bit better after that one. I think it really hurt me to finish 36th in the 10K 6 max the other day because I could have played better. I gave myself a chance. I hung in there. But in that game, you have to re-raise with nothing sometimes, 6-handed max, and I didn't do enough of that for the last 2 or 3 hours. I didn't make enough re-raises, and I depended on my cards, and I kind of went down. And so I was just praying for another chance and hold 'em. I was so exhausted. So after that, I was 2 more 10-hour days. And then I played in the side games all night, and I was just completely beat. Almost had a panic attack Saturday morning. Was so tired. Slept, golfed Shadow Creek, which is just a pleasure to play. Hung out with my wife the rest of the day. And then I realized, I had a realization that Saturday night that I can't take Sunday off. It's only a 1K, but I can play super tired. I can continue to play technically correct all the way to the end, even if I'm super tired. That's how I won my 10th and 11th bracelets. So rather than take Sunday off and focus on the 10K 6 max on Monday, I had the realization that who's better than me when they're tired? It's no longer an excuse. You just find a way to play technically correct till the end and make some great reads for your tournament life when you need to. And here I am, one of the chip leaders.
How do you get back on the horse? Because you've obviously got right back on there.
When I start getting down there, I get down there a lot. So 06, I had a first, a second, a third, a 5th, and a 13th in huge fields. So the minute I finished second, I'm like, okay, I'll be back multiple times. And then I had another second and a 36th, and now with about 100 players left in this, I think it's 100 left, I don't know, less? It's about 100 left. I'm one of the chip leaders and in great position again. So, and this time I'm not going to make mistakes. I'm pretty zoned in, and I'm ready to win.
Stay with Card Player TV to see if Hellmuth can indeed win his 12th bracelet at this year's World Series of Poker.